Darlene Blanks is in court suing Pearl Cotton for $1,603 because she claims Pearl's 13-year-old son, Ulysses Hallman, broke her car windshield.
On my way home, I stopped at a stop sign. I observed the defendant between the stop sign and the tree. And when
You observed the defendant?
I mean, yes, the little boy, he was between
the boy, not her.
No.
You observe a boy, her son?
Her son, between the stop sign and the tree.
Yeah.
And right before I began to pull off, my window, wham! I got out. I didn't even get across the intersection. I got out, I looked at the car, and I looked around. I saw her son running from my car. So what I did was, I drove.
Okay, all right, so you had pulled up at an intersection, and you saw her son, or you saw a boy?
I saw
Did you know him?
No, I didn't know him.
Okay, so you see a boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then what did you do?
I immediately stopped the car. I got out. I looked at my window, and that's when I saw the little boy running from my car, looking back, running.
Okay.
So I pulled up on him, and I
You
got out
followed
the
him
car.
with the
Yeah,
car?
I followed him with the car.
Yeah.
And I got out of the car, and I asked him, "What did you just do? You just broke my window?" And seemed like he was scared, trembling, and I grabbed him by his collar and told him that I was going to call the police. And then he says, no, don't call the police. Let me go home to my mom. I said, no, you just damaged my car. I'm calling the police.
And did you call the police?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, he shattered this is the back passenger side window. Mm-hmm. Or he or somebody, I don't want to say. Did you throw a rock at Miss Blank's car?
Oh, I didn't.
Were you there when her car window was shattered?
Yes.
What happened? Tell me.
I was walking from my other friend's house, and then I see one of my other friends, and then he asked me, did I want to bust car windows? This is the first time he asked me. And I said, nuh-uh, I'm okay, I don't want to. And then he said, all right, then he went off somewhere in the construction site. And then I looked back and I hear a glass shatter, and then I just kept walking, and then all of a sudden I see her just pulling back, and then I stopped, and then I seen her pulling up on me, then I stopped, and then she
Were you running away?
No.
No?
No.
Is that why she caught up with you in the car?
Yes.
Miss Blank, you come in here and you have the burden of proving to me, in a civil case, it's by a preponderance of the evidence, that it was Ulysses who broke your window. Now, you have told me a story here that conflicts with what the police report says you told them, okay? Here you've told me that there was only one kid and that it was him. And the police report says you told them there were two kids and one fled, and this one you were able to get, okay? Consistent. In many ways, it corroborates what his mother said, that this kid wouldn't be running away. That's why you were able to catch up to him, okay, and get him and ask questions of him. And the other kid that fled, when you flee the scene, that's consciousness of guilt. Consciousness of guilt. This kid wasn't running away so that you couldn't find him. He was just trying to get away from the area for some reason. What do you want to say?
When I drove up on him and talked to him, I didn't see no other suspect. I saw him. He told me that it was him and his friend. That's how I was able to tell the police there was two, but I told the police, he said there was two, but I only saw one. I only saw him.
Police report says the victim looked outside the vehicle and saw two suspects. One fled in an unknown direction, and the victim detained the other at the scene. Okay, that's what the police report says. It's inconsistent with what you've said here, and in order for me to award you these damages, I have to be persuaded by a preponderance of the evidence that it was Ulysses that broke your window. And you know what? I'm not persuaded by a preponderance of the evidence. For that reason, I'm going to dismiss your case. Plaintiff's case is dismissed.